Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you this Hubbell 400watt metal halide / mercury vapor floodlight. Now I don't just have one of these, I have two of them. Although the main difference between these two is that this one, when I got it, had a lot of water damage. As you can tell on the reflector there's a lot of rust in the one strip right there. Anyway, these fixtures used to be 250 watt high pressure sodium. And there used to be an insert reflector that covered up this bottom bump here because, of course, a high pressure sodium bulb isn't the same size as a metal halide bulb. So, of course, the metal halide bulb is bigger, so you can't have that extra reflector in there to cover up the bottom. You can see the little slots here where it used to hold it. Now, I don't know where those reflectors are right now, but I kept them in there somewhere. Anyway, this one did not have any water damage at all, and the ballast in it was perfect. But I took it out so I could use it in some other project down the line. So I converted both of them to 400 watt metal halide / mercury vapor. And took out the reflector that used to be in there. Anyway, here we have the fixtures themselves. We're just going to look at this one because this one is in the best condition. Although I did clean this one up to the best of my ability, and it works fantastic. But like I said, we're just going to look at one of them, since they're both the exact same thing. So here we have a side profile. They're a little bit different than the older version, which had a bump out down here for the capacitor and everything else. So this one is a bit deeper than the older version, which I have in a 250 watt high pressure sodium and 175 watt mercury vapor forms. So this is what the fixture looks like here. As you can tell, the tag is pretty much gone. All that's left is Hubbell. There's some information here as well. I know it's upside down, but it's not too important. To open this fixture up, it's quite easy. All you have to do is pull these tabs up. Well, you have to kind of pull them both up at the same time, but this one's a bit not as sprung anymore as that one. And the door folds down. You have a very nice foam gasket going around here. And in the inside, we have the bulb itself, of course, and this very nice dimpled reflector to help reflect the light all over the place. So we'll take the bulb out. And we'll take a look at it here. Here you can see it's a Sylvania 400 watt metal arc bulb. This is an older design one, as you can tell by the etch right there. And they both have the exact same bulbs in them, so there's no big difference there. I'll go ahead and set the bulb down here. Hopefully it doesn't roll away. That wouldn't be too good. We'll just hope it stays right there. So down below is where we have the ballast and everything. And I'm going to try to take this out without taking a socket out. Usually you have to take the socket out because you can't fold it in all the way, but I'll figure it out. I'm going to open this up so we can look at the ballast down below, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I just wanted to show you something before I take the reflector out. This is a spacer that goes in between the socket and the back here, as you probably saw before, but just thought I'd show that with you. Kind of a heat sink at the same time. We also have this right here, which would be a halogen backup if the main bulb ever went out. At least there'd be some type of light. But of course the halogen backup is not installed in this fixture. The other fixture has it as well, but it's not installed in there either. So anyway, I'll take this reflector out now and come right back. So there's the reflector now. Pretty flimsy thing, but works good. And here we have all the components in the inside. We have our mogul socket, used to be right here. You can see a little bit of the ballast information there. It's a multi-tap advance ballast. Of course wired for 120 right now. And this is where the high pressure sodium ballast would have been as well. They're pretty much the exact same size, so fit perfectly. We also have the, we also have the capacitor here. I was looking for a starter, but of course this doesn't need a starter. I thought we were looking at a high pressure sodium one. That's why I was kind of like, where is the starter? But this one doesn't need it. It's in the bulb itself. Anyway, we have the capacitor and the ballast, and it's all wired up. We also have a very nice gasket here to hold the cord firmly for waterproof. And I think this hole here, which of course there isn't a hole there, it's covered up, I think would be for a photocell. mount. But of course, there's no photocell here, which is perfectly fine with me. So I'm going to go ahead and put the reflector back in, and we'll look at something else. Okay, so before we power this thing on, we'll take a quick look at the mounting bracket here. See, it's a pretty standard one, although of course floodlights have multiple different ways of being mounted, and this is its way of being mounted. Kind of the same way as the older style, same type of bracket, just a little bit smaller this way. So let's go ahead and plug it in and turn it on. I'm going to set the camera right here so you can get a good look at the arc tube. And let me get the extension cord here. There we go. And let's plug it in. Here we go. So you can get a very nice look at the arc tube. You can see all the different halides in there. Eventually evaporate, vaporize as the arc gets stronger. So we'll take a little look at that, since this is a perfectly good view to see that. Please excuse all the noise in the background of the boats and lawn care and such. I unfortunately can't control that. So anyway, you can see here the different halides are evaporating, so we'll come back when it's at full brightness. See you in a bit. Okay, so the fixture is now at full brightness, and get a look at the arc tube there. Of course, it's way too bright for the camera to pick up on it, but the color of the light is a nice, pure white. These metal halide bulbs are not towards the warmer end or the cooler end. It's a really nice white. So, obviously, because it's daytime, you're not going to see the full effect of this light, but at nighttime, let me tell you, both of these things together are really bright and work really well. As you can tell, the ballasts in these are really quiet. Of course, you can't hear this one, but it has the exact same insides. So, really quiet ballasts. I know you can't really hear it anyway because of the lawn care stuff, but they're really quiet. Really, really quiet. Don't vibrate at all. Fantastic fixture. So I hope you enjoyed this video of my Hubbell, the only thing left on this sticker, 400 watt mercury vapor / metal halide floodlight. Also, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.